Stay down, stay down.
The red alert is going off in Jerusalem. Israel is under full-blown attack from terrorists inside the Gaza Strip.
दोस्तों हमास जो इजराइल के मुताबिक एक टेररिस्ट ग्रुप है, इन्होंने पास्ट में भी कई
It's Simchat Torah, it's Shabbat, it's the end of Sukkot holiday. Israel is packed with thousands of tourists who came here for the Feast of Tabernacle.
The Hamas attack on the Tribe of Nova Music Festival will go down in history as the worst civilian massacre in Israel.
Early this morning, Israel was taken by complete surprise when the murderous terror regime Hamas inside the Gaza Strip started sending rockets into Israel. Reports are saying more than 2,000 rockets has been fired into Israel within the last 3 hours.
The bangs of the Iron Dome intercepting the rockets that are being fired from Gaza just a couple of miles away, literally exploding in the sky above us here. That's Israel's Iron Dome defensive system working to protect the people of Israel this evening. Those missiles are coming out of Gaza for the citizens, the Israeli civilians who live in the towns, Zakim, Ashkelon, Ashdod, who live along the coastline here.
A rocket that partially crashed through a residential apartment building. You see it stuck in the ceiling as rockets that made it through the Iron Dome rained down on the Israeli city of Ashkelon, north of Gaza.
Obviously, it's very scary. At work, there have been sirens and I've heard missiles being shot down, but this is the first time that I've been near any kind of missile explosion. I live very close to here, 2 minutes from here, and we were in the building and the missile hit. It was very loud.
Civilians were reportedly kidnapped and dragged into the Gaza Strip.
Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar! Allahu Akbar!
I was sure like the army will come. I heard some helicopters. I was sure like soldiers are going to come down with robes and go into this field.
We are moving!
عم بضربوا فينا قاعدين بالعصي كسرونا وحتى الاجانب ضربوها.
ايه مسكاني انا بكسر ايدك. مين مسكاني انا اكسر كله. انا اكسر راسك.
ولاد صغار مستوطنين صغار قد رجلي.
Another video posted to social media shows an Israeli couple being dragged away by their captors. Their whereabouts are unknown, but it is believed that Hamas is holding more than 100 Israelis as hostages.
Terrorists, also according to report, has been murdering civilians in the streets.
They opened fire on about 3,500 young Israelis who had come together for the Jewish holiday of Sukkot.
תזיז את הראשים שלכם מפה, תזיז את הראשים. אוקיי, לא.
אזרחי ישראל, אנחנו במלחמה, לא במבצע, לא בסבבים, במלחמה.
Israeli Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu sent a clear message to the terror group that has massacred more than 1,300 Israeli citizens. He said every member of Hamas is a dead man. Netanyahu said every member of Hamas is a dead man and expressed the horror at what Hamas has done.
We saw boys and girls bound who were shot in the head, men and women burned alive, young men who were raped and slaughtered, soldiers who were beheaded.
People that capture and their hand was blocked and someone kills them, children in the same room, then someone come and kills them all, 15 girls and teenagers that put in the same room, 300 grenades, and this over. This is a massacre, it's pogrom.
And that's the stage when we start responding to Hamas aggression and attacks. That's usually the stage when the world starts to count Palestinian deaths and lecture us about humanity and the use of force. Let me remind everybody how this started. It started with the butchering and the cold-blooded execution of Israeli civilians by Hamas, unprovoked, into Israel. An unprecedented level of violence against Israeli civilians will generate an unprecedented Israeli response against Hamas. And it is Hamas who is responsible for the violence. Each and every Israeli killed and each and every Palestinian killed. It's blood on Hamas's hands, and they are responsible for everything that is happening and that will happen in the coming days and weeks as this war unfolds. For everybody here listening, watching, for those of you who care about truth and defending democracy, defending freedom, and for free democratic sovereign countries defending themselves against evil, dark, medieval extremists, then I urge you, speak up, support Israel. Share and retweet this video, share our information, share our messages that we release, and make sure that you stand up to slander of Israel, to misinformation, to bias against Israel.
Wherever you are around the world, pray for Israel.
Yeshua, Hamashiach.